Sterling, thank you for seeing me on a Sunday.
I placed a manila folder on his desk.
My husband is systematically stealing from our joint account.
The notification pinged on my phone just as I was finishing the last of the dinner dishes. Logan had texted earlier saying he'd be working late again. The third time this week. I wiped my hands on a dish towel and picked up my phone, expecting another message about tomorrow's investors' dinner. Instead, it was a notification from Reddit. Someone had tagged me in a post. My husband's face smiled back at me from the header image. He looked polished in his signature navy blazer. The one I'd picked out for him before his last TED Talk. I scrolled down to the comments, my eyes catching on a particular exchange. I tapped on it, my thumb hovering over the screen as the page loaded. The title read, AMA with Logan Hale, founder of Nexus Tech, balancing ambition and family in Silicon Valley.
How do you balance marriage with startup life? Any tips for keeping your partner happy when you're always working?
Great question. I think the key is finding the right partner, someone who understands the demands of your vision and is willing to be flexible. My wife is great at managing our home life, which frees me up to focus on the company. I call her my Plan B, the stable foundation that lets me chase Plan A without worrying about the details.
Plan B. That seems kind of dismissive. Don't you mean partner?
No, I mean exactly what I said. I settled for Plan B so Plan A could chase condos in Aspen. The condo market is booming, and my girlfriend has an amazing eye for investment properties. Some people are meant for the spotlight, others are meant to support it. My wife falls into the latter category.
The phone slipped from my fingers, clattering against the kitchen counter. Luna, my rescue dog, lifted her head from her bed in the corner, dark eyes watching me with concern.
It's fine,
I whispered, though my voice sounded strange even to my own ears. I picked up the phone again, forcing myself to read the comment a second time, then a third. Each time the words sliced deeper. But something else was building alongside the pain. A cold, clarifying anger. I scrolled further down, finding more comments that made my stomach turn.
The great thing about my situation is that I get the best of both worlds. A beautiful low-maintenance wife, who handles the domestic side of things, and a passionate partner who shares my drive and ambition.
I grabbed my laptop and opened Sierra's Instagram, my college best friend, the woman who had cried at our wedding and promised to always be there for me. There she was, standing in front of a sleek glass building in Aspen, champagne flute in hand. The caption read, New investment property closed today. Real estate investor Aspen living dream big. I clicked through. Sierra at a luxury spa. Sierra at a charity gala. Sierra with her arm around Logan's waist at a rooftop party. The same party had told me. He was attending alone for networking. The timestamps matched perfectly with his business trips. My chest felt tight, like someone had wrapped an elastic band around my ribs and was slowly pulling it tighter. I closed the laptop and pressed my palms against my eyes, willing myself not to cry. This wasn't just an affair. This was systematic betrayal. I glanced at the clock, 9:17 p.m. Logan wouldn't be home for hours. Perfect.
Luna.
I called softly. She patted over, tail wagging cautiously.
We have work to do.
I led her to my home office, a space Logan had designed as a showpiece for our house, but that ID transformed into a functional workspace. I settled into my chair, Luna curling at my feet, and opened my laptop again. Instead of scrolling through more painful evidence, I opened a new browser tab and searched Top Divorce Attorneys San Francisco. My UX design training kicked in automatically. I created a new folder on my desktop labeled Project New Beginning and began organizing my thoughts into a visual framework. The same technique I'd used to design user interfaces for tech companies. Only this time, I was designing my freedom. I mapped out the process: evidence gathering, financial audit, legal consultation, strategic planning. Each step needed to be methodical, precise. Just like designing a user flow for a complex app.
Okay.
I murmured to Luna, who thumped her tail against the carpet. First step: financial records. I pulled up our joint accounts online. For 5 years, I'd managed our household budget while Logan handled the big picture investments, or so I thought. An hour of digging revealed regular transfers to an account I didn't recognize. Property purchases in Sierra's name, and the down payment for a $12 million condo in Napa Valley had come from the sale of Tesla stock options that Logan had insisted were for our future. I printed out the statements, highlighting the suspicious transactions in yellow. The next morning I made the call.
Max Cruz Investigations.
A deep voice answered.
My name is Mia Sterling. I need to discuss a potential case involving suspicious financial activity in my joint accounts.
Mrs. Sterling, I specialize in complex financial investigations. Can you tell me more about what you've discovered?
Not over the phone. I'd like to meet in person. Today if possible.
Today is Saturday.
So is tomorrow. Your website says you work 7 days a week for clients who need immediate attention.
Both.
My office, 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Max Cruz's office was in a nondescript building in Soma. He was tall, with close-cropped dark hair and eyes that missed nothing.
Ms. Sterling, thank you for seeing me on a Sunday.
I placed a manila folder on his desk.
My husband is systematically stealing from our joint accounts to fund his mistress's real estate empire, while calling me his plan B behind my back.
I showed him the Reddit printout. His expression remained neutral, but I noticed a slight tightening around his eyes.
And this is the mistress?
He asked, looking at Sierra's Instagram posts.
Sierra Blake, my college best friend.
He studied the financial records.
The Tesla stock sale is the key. $350,000 transferred from your joint investment account to an account under Sierra's name.
He pulled up credit card statements on his laptop.
These are linked to your joint account. Designer clothing from Union Square. A weekend at the Ritz-Carlton in Half Moon Bay. A first-class ticket to Paris. All on your money. This isn't just an affair.
He said quietly.
This is fraud.
Yes.
I agreed, meeting his gaze steadily.
And I need your help to make sure he pays for it. I need to document everything. I'm thinking like someone who's been played for a fool.
I replied.
And I want to know exactly how deep this goes.
For the next 2 weeks, I kept my routine exactly the same. Morning yoga, grocery shopping, lunch with the ladies from the country club. But now I was gathering data. I created a spreadsheet in a folder labeled Project New Beginning, documenting Logan's movements. Monday, left for work at 7:30 a.m. Returned at 8:17 p.m. Claimed meeting with investors ran late. Tuesday, dinner with Arthur Vance. Actually at Sierra's apartment according to geolocation from our shared cloud account. Wednesday, working from home. Made 3 calls to Sierra's number. Doorbell rang at 2:15 p.m. Sierra entered with documents for Logan to sign. Left at 4:30 p.m. I installed tiny cameras in common areas of our home. The living room, kitchen, hallway. Max showed me how to hide them so the footage would upload directly to a secure cloud account. I invited Sierra over for wine and cheese on the patio. I arranged a selection of her favorite things.
To us. Best friends since college.
Farah smiled, her diamond bracelet catching the light. I recognized it immediately. Purchased with our joint account funds. I waited for the right moment.
I might need to go to Seattle next weekend. There's a UX conference I've been meaning to attend. Logan's been encouraging me to get back into design work.
I saw it immediately, a flicker in her eyes, a slight straightening of her posture.
Seattle?
She repeated.
For the whole weekend?
Friday through Sunday. Logan's been so supportive. Go, he said. Take some time for yourself.
Sierra's smile widened.
That's wonderful, Mia. You deserve it.
I'm not sure I'll go.
I lied.
It's so much money, and we're saving for the future.
Oh, but you should.
Sierra insisted.
I could help watch the house while you're gone. Water your plants. That's so thoughtful. Maybe I will go after all.
Later that night, her Instagram story showed a rooftop bar downtown. Captioned, "Celebrating new opportunities with my favorite person." The camera panned to show Logan's hand holding a cocktail. I hired Jessica Davies, a divorce attorney known for being sharp, discreet, and ruthless.
The timing is crucial.
She said.
We need to move the assets before he can claim they're business related. I've identified approximately $850,000 in joint assets that are clearly unrelated to his business ventures.
Over the next 2 weeks, I methodically transferred funds, moving savings to new accounts, liquidating stocks and reinvesting them under different names, securing property deeds. I also found receipts Logan had forgotten to file. A statement from our joint credit card with charges listed as business expenses. Fairmont Hotel, $850. Central Healing Spa Retreat, $1,200. Lou Bernardine, $750. Couples massage at Solage Resort, $1,100. Wine tasting tour for $2,850. Private dining at French Laundry, $2,500. Gift for business partner, $3,200. The total came to nearly $25,000 in 3 months. Max called me into his office.
I found something that doesn't add up. Company funds from Logan's startup are being funneled through 3 different shell accounts.
He turned his laptop toward me.
And where are they ending up?
He pulled up another screen.
Sierra Blake's real estate license renewal. And these are payments for her continuing education courses. All paid for with company money.
This is embezzlement.
I said quietly.
Yes, approximately $42,000 over the past year. The SEC takes this kind of thing very seriously.
That evening, I prepared Logan's favorite dinner, herb-crusted salmon with roasted vegetables. I set the table with our good china and opened a bottle of Pinot Noir. When he walked through the door, his eyes lit up.
What's the occasion?
He asked, kissing my cheek.
I just thought we deserved a nice evening together.
We ate by candlelight. I waited until dessert.
I might have to go to Seattle next weekend.
His fork paused.
Seattle? What for?
UX Design Conference. Several former colleagues will be there. It could be good networking.
I could see him calculating.
The whole weekend?
Friday through Sunday. I've been thinking about getting back into design work. You've always said I should pursue my career.
He reached across the table to take my hand.
Of course, honey. I've always supported your career. But I'll miss you.
I squeezed his hand, noting how quickly he'd recovered. The next morning, I booked the Seattle trip through a legitimate conference website using my personal credit card. But instead of staying, I planned to fly back the same day, the day of my supposed departure. Logan drove me to the airport.
Call me when you land.
He said, kissing me goodbye. I made a show of checking my bag and going through security, but instead of boarding my flight, I slipped into a restroom and changed clothes. I left my suitcase in a storage locker and took only my laptop and phone. 3 hours later, I checked into a small hotel across town. Max called.
Everything's set up. The cameras are live streaming to your secure account.
At 3:17 p.m., the doorbell of my house rang. Through the security feed, I watched Sierra use her spare key to enter.
Logan?
She called out. She walked through the house until she reached the master bedroom. She set down an overnight bag on bed. The front door opened again. Logan appeared on the entryway camera.
Right on time.
He said. Sierra rushed to him, throwing her arms around his neck.
I've been waiting for this all week.
Logan kissed her.
Mia won't be back until Sunday night. We have the whole house to ourselves.
She pulled away slightly, reaching into her bag. She produced a bottle of Dom Perignon, the same champagne Logan had bought for our anniversary last year. They popped it open and toasted.
To us.
Sierra said.
To us.
Logan echoed. I sat in my hotel room watching and texted Max. For the next 3 hours, I watched them move through my home. Sierra strutted into my bedroom wearing one of Logan's shirts. She opened my jewelry box and fastened my diamond pendant around her neck.
Plan B keeps the house so clean for us.
Logan joked.
That's what she's good for.
Sierra tried on my clothes, used my makeup, drank my wine. Logan prepared dinner in my kitchen.
Instagram story. Gotta document this weekend.
She posed with the wine bottle, then panned around the living room.
Look at this spread. When your man knows how to treat you right.
He tagged the location.
Sterling Residence.
I took screenshots noting the timestamps. Around midnight, Sierra was on her phone again in my bed.
And now for the grand finale. Celebrating our special weekend with something extra special.
She panned to Logan.
To us.
He said, raising his glass. The next morning, Max called me back to his office. He slid a folder across his desk. Credit card statements. Not personal cards, but company cards issued to Logan's startup. I scanned the highlighted lines. Sierra Blake Real Estate, $2,500, consulting fee. Sierra Blake Real Estate, $3,200, marketing expenses. Sierra Blake Real Estate, $1,800, professional development.
He's been using investor money to pay for her business expenses.
Max said.
This isn't just about our marriage anymore.
No, this is fraud.
My parents called.
Mia, darling. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. What's going on?
Just checking in. We noticed you seemed a bit distracted last time we spoke.
Actually, I've been reviewing our finances.
Silence on the other end.
What do you mean, reviewing our finances?
My father's voice cut in.
Just what I said. I've been looking at all our accounts, including the transfers to your account.
Mia, why would you do that?
I'm considering some changes to our financial arrangements.
After we hung up, Max called.
Logan just made a call to your parents from his office phone. They spoke for nearly 15 minutes. They told him you're asking questions about money and seemed different.
That evening, Logan cornered me in the kitchen.
Your parents called. They're worried about you.
They said you're asking strange questions about money.
Strange questions?
About your father's investments. About our accounts.
Just being responsible.
He moved closer.
Mia, your parents think you might be struggling with something. Paranoia, insecurity.
His phone buzzed on the counter. I glanced down and saw Sierra's name on the screen, with a message preview. Can't wait for tonight. Wear the blue tie, the one I love. Logan snatched the phone.
If you're feeling insecure about something, we should talk about it.
I'm not insecure.
It's okay if you are. Your parents are worried. They think you might be imagining problems where none exist.
Is there a problem, Logan?
His eyes narrowed.
No, of course not.
That night, after Logan went to bed, I added my parents' allowance to my evidence folder. $5,000 every month for the past 5 years. a total of $300,000 of my money, that had bought their loyalty to Logan. Max obtained Logan's emails to potential investors about the Series B round. Logan was telling investors the funding closed in 3 weeks. He pointed to a specific email.
Investors consistently cite my personal stability as a major factor in their confidence. My wife and I have built a solid foundation that allows me to focus entirely on growing the company.
He's using our marriage as a selling point.
I said.
If news of a scandal breaks before the funding closes, it would tank his valuation.
Later, Max texted, check Logan's email. Sierra's been sending him property listings. I logged into Logan's account. Sierra's emails read,
Logan, I found the most amazing penthouse in Soma. 3 bedrooms, rooftop terrace, incredible views. It's perfect for us when we're finally together. $2.8 million, but worth every penny. Can we look at it this weekend?
Another,
Logan, I'm serious about the Nob Hill place. We need to move quickly if we want it. I've already spoken to my broker about our financing options. Once the divorce is finalized, we can put both our names on it.
That evening, Logan came home early.
Your parents are coming for dinner this weekend.
The dinner with my parents went exactly as I expected. My mother gushed over Logan's business success. My father nodded approvingly. Mia, you're so lucky to have such a successful husband, my mother said.
I've been feeling a bit disconnected lately. Like I'm not really part of this anymore.
My mother's smile faltered.
Disconnected? What do you mean?
Mia, you need to be supportive of Logan right now. This funding round is critical for his career.
The next morning, I woke to find Logan rushing around. He set his phone on the dresser while he went to the closet. A notification popped up. Sierra, can't wait for tonight. Our usual room at the Fairmont. Below it was Logan's reply. Yes, 8 p.m. Tell them to leave the champagne in the room. I took a screenshot with my own phone. I sat across from Jessica Davies in her downtown office.
These are the financial records Max compiled, she said, sliding a thick folder across her desk.
It's impressive.
The timing is crucial, Jessica said. We need to file exactly 3 days before Logan's Series B funding closes. Arthur Vance is the lead investor. He's flying in from New York for the final meeting, and you're certain Logan plans to announce the funding at the tech conference?
Positive. He's been practicing his announcement speech for weeks.
Then we'll serve him the night before. The news will break just as he's preparing to take the stage.
Max placed a bound report in front of me.
$217,000. That's just what we can prove went directly to Sierra's business or personal accounts.
He pointed to a page showing transfers to an offshore account.
Logan's been moving money through a shell company registered in the Caymans. The timing aligns with Sierra's major real estate purchases.
The morning of Logan's Series B funding, I placed a plate of avocado toast in front of him. He barely looked up from his phone.
Is that for me?
He asked, gesturing toward the coffee. Black, 2 sugars.
He finally glanced up.
Sorry, just checking the latest from Arthur. He's flying in from New York this morning.
Everything's ready to go?
Absolutely. The term sheets are finalized. The lawyers are reviewing the final documents. By this time tomorrow, we'll have secured $70 million in funding.
As soon as his car pulled out of the driveway, I moved into action. I sat at my computer and pressed enter. The program Max designed activated immediately, streaming the footage we'd gathered directly to the large screen in Sierra's brokerage office. I timed it perfectly. Sierra's team held their weekly meeting every Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. The managing partner, Brenda Walsh, would be there along with every agent in the office. The feed showed the conference room. 12 real estate agents sat around a polished conference table. Sierra stood at the head, presenting quarterly numbers. Suddenly, the presentation screen behind her went dark and flickered back with different content. The sound came first.
Oh God, Logan. Her voice purred from the speakers. We shouldn't be doing this here.
Where's the fun in that?
Logan's voice replied. The screen displayed crystal clear footage of Sierra and Logan entwined in a hotel room.
Turn it off.
One of the male agents shouted, but the system was locked. The footage continued, showing them in various compromising positions, their voices clearly audible. Sierra finally realized what was happening. She whirled around, her face draining of color.
What the hell is this?
Demanded Brenda Walsh, rising from her chair. Sierra stood frozen. Brenda turned to face her.
This meeting is adjourned. Everyone except Sierra. Out now.
As the agents filed out, I closed my laptop. The courthouse felt quieter than I expected as Jessica. And I walked through the marble hallways.
Are you ready?
Jessica asked. I nodded, clutching my leather portfolio. We filed the divorce papers.
And these are to be delivered immediately to Arthur Vance at the Fairmont Hotel.
The process server will deliver these within the hour, as requested.
Across town, Arthur Vance reviewed the final term sheets for Logan's Series B funding at the Fairmont Hotel.
The numbers look solid. If everything checks out, we'll be ready to sign after lunch.
A knock at the door interrupted them. Arthur's assistant entered, carrying a thick manila envelope.
This was just delivered for you. The courier said it was urgent.
Arthur opened it. His expression shifted from curiosity to concern.
These are serious allegations.
He finally said. Logan's smile faltered.
What allegations?
Arthur turned the document toward him, showing the transfer of funds from their joint account to Sierra's real estate ventures.
This appears to be evidence that you've been diverting investor funds for personal use to finance your mistress's real estate empire.
Logan's face drained of color.
That's not.
Arthur flipped to another page.
This suggests you've been hiding assets that should have been disclosed to investors.
Logan's mouth opened and closed, no words emerging. His phone began ringing. Then again. And again. TechCrunch. Breaking. Silicon Valley CEO Logan. Hale under fire for financial misconduct. The article quoted anonymous sources close to the investigation, Jessica's careful work, and included screenshots of some of the financial records Max had compiled. Within minutes, the story was everywhere. Logan Hale trended. Silicon Valley scandal. Nexus Innovations. Logan's Tesla screeched into the driveway. He slammed the car door and stormed toward the house. The front door flew open. He stood in the doorway, tie askew, hair wild.
What the hell have you done?
He shouted.
Arthur walked out of the meeting. The entire Series B round is dead. Dead.
He paced back and forth.
How did Arthur get those documents?
How did he know about Sierra? About the money you've been diverting to finance her real estate empire.
He froze mid-stride.
You. This was you.
My phone buzzed. I answered.
Sierra's been terminated, effective immediately. The Napa condo is frozen by court order.
Across town, Brenda Walsh handed Sierra a termination letter.
These allegations are extremely serious. The firm cannot be associated with this kind of behavior.
Sierra's hands trembled.
Brenda, please, I can explain.
Explain how you've been using client funds to finance your personal real estate investments? Or why your best friend's husband was wiring money to your accounts.
Agents who had once smiled at her now avoided her gaze. Security escorted her out. Her phone buzzed. Accounts frozen, property transaction blocked. Back at the house, Logan was still ranting.
You've destroyed everything.
I stood up slowly.
You married me because I was convenient, supportive, undemanding. I was your plan B, while Sierra was plan A.
How long have you known?
Long enough.
A knock sounded at the front door. Jessica stood there with a thick envelope, the divorce papers.
It's over, Logan. I've upgraded.
I laid the evidence folders on the kitchen table.
Bank statements showing transfers from our joint account to Sierra's account, $200,000 for a condo in Napa. Records of stock sales, our Tesla shares, Amazon holdings, Netflix portfolio, sold without my consent. A property deed for a cabin in Tahoe purchased for Sierra.
His expression hardened.
You don't understand the pressure I've been under. The company, the investors, the expectations. I needed someone who understood that side of me.
Sierra understands that side of you?
She doesn't judge me. She doesn't make me feel guilty for wanting more.
You've stolen over $1 million from our joint accounts.
He moved closer.
What you want doesn't matter right now.
His hand shot out, gripping my wrist with surprising force.
You need to calm down and think about what you're doing.
Max appeared behind him, gripping his shoulder.
I think you should let her go.
Who the hell are you?
Max Cruz. Ms. Sterling, security consultant.
I rubbed my wrist. Logan's phone buzzed. He glanced down, his face draining of color as he read the notification. He fumbled with his phone, opening his inbox to dozens of messages from board members, investors, journalists. His phone rang again. The board chairman's name flashed.
Logan, the board is calling an emergency meeting. Your presence is required immediately.
He ended the call.
They're voting to remove me as CEO.
My parents called.
We've seen the terrible reports about Logan. His company is in free fall.
Your allowance is terminated. Permanently. Effective immediately.
Mia, you can't do that. We've already downsized once. We can't.
You've been taking money from me for years while showing no interest in my well-being. You've been more concerned about your social status than your own daughter's happiness.
That's not true.
My mother wailed.
When was the last time either of you asked how I was really doing?
If you do this, you'll regret it.
Goodbye, father.
Ended the call. Arthur Vance issued a statement.
While we believe in the technological potential of Nexus Innovations, recent revelations have raised fundamental concerns regarding leadership integrity. Effective immediately, Vance Capital is withdrawing from all investment activities with Nexus Innovations and its subsidiaries.
TechCrunch reported 3 additional major investors had followed suit. The ticker on CNBC read, "Breaking. Nexus Innovations stock down 42%. As investors flee following CEO misconduct allegations." A text arrived from an unknown number.
This isn't over, Mia. You have no idea what you've started.
Sierra was served with a fraud and theft complaint. The legal notice cited civil and criminal charges. Her real estate license was suspended pending investigation into allegations of fraud, misappropriation of client funds, and breach of fiduciary duty. The DRE referred the case to the district attorney. "I changed the locks on the house." The moving company arrived to pack Logan's belongings and take them to a storage facility. 3 more executives resigned from Nexus. 2 major clients pulled their contracts. 3 potential investors publicly withdrew from negotiations for the Series B round. Sierra texted,
"Mia, you've taken everything from me. Now I'm going to take something from you."
I held a press conference at Jessica's law firm.
For 5 years, I believed I was building a life with someone who valued me. What I didn't know was that my husband was systematically diverting our joint assets to fund his relationship with my former best friend Sierra Blake.
I detailed the financial abuse, the hidden accounts, the stolen stock options, the properties purchased with joint funds.
I've taken legal action not just to protect myself, but to ensure that no one else suffers the same betrayal. The court has granted me temporary exclusive use of all joint assets, pending final divorce proceedings.
The court order arrived 3 days later. Temporary exclusive use and control of the residence, both vehicles, all investment accounts, the vacation property in Tahoe. Logan had 72 hours to vacate. He moved into a college friend's apartment in Mountain View. His credit cards were frozen. He was evicted from his company apartment. Sierra was evicted from her apartment. She began selling her designer clothes and jewelry on consignment to raise cash for legal fees and rent. She texted from a burner phone.
"This isn't over. I have something you want. Something you'll pay for."
I hired Vanessa Keller, a PR strategist. She helped me craft a media strategy positioning me as an empowered woman who took control, not a victim. We arranged carefully selected interviews with business publications, a strategic social media presence, and a press packet that told my story on my terms. Nexus Innovations Board appointed an interim CEO and launched a full investigation into financial irregularities. Arthur Vance publicly distanced himself from Logan. 2 other major investors followed suit. Sierra's bankruptcy filing hit the business pages. She owed nearly $1.2 million, mostly legal fees and debts from properties she couldn't maintain without access to the money. She had been served eviction notices from 3 properties. I began sketching the interface for an app that would help women document financial abuse, gather evidence, and find resources. I called it Upgrade. My former colleague from my UX design days agreed to help develop it. I texted Max.
"I have an idea."
While I understand that emotions can run high during a divorce, the allegations made by Mia Sterling are not only false but deliberately damaging. I ask that the media consider the source, a woman who has been emotionally unstable for years.
Jessica arranged for the financial records to be released to key business publications. Within hours, Logan's statement was dismantled. Sierra gave an interview to Vanity Fair portraying herself as manipulated.
"Logan pursued me relentlessly. He told me their marriage was over in all but name. I was a successful real estate agent who fell for a powerful man's lies."
But Jessica obtained screenshots of Sierra's private messages to Logan.
"I can't wait to move into our place. It's perfect for us, babe."
And another.
"Mia will never know. She's too busy planning her little dinner parties to notice what's happening right under her nose."
The updated Vanity Fair article included the messages. Sierra's social media was flooded with comments from former friends and clients expressing disgust. The hashtag Plan B exploded. Thousands of women shared stories of being treated as second choice in relationships, careers, families. Nexus Innovations filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Arthur Vance's statement read, "The company was built on a foundation of deception that extended beyond personal matters to fundamental business practices." Sierra texted,
"You've won this round, but I still have the one thing that could destroy everything you're building."
Sierra's parents released a statement to their local paper.
"What our daughter did to Mia Sterling is morally reprehensible. We cannot and will not support her actions or provide any financial assistance during this difficult time."
The Napa condo sold at full market value. I instructed Jessica to donate the proceeds, over $1 million, to Girls Who Code. Vanessa prepared a press release. The story was picked up by every major tech publication and several mainstream outlets. From victim to victor, tech wife donates stolen funds to Girls Who Code. Logan updated his LinkedIn profile to indicate he was seeking new opportunities. Arthur Vance was interviewed,
Would you consider investing in a company led by Logan Hale again?
No. And I don't think anyone else in this industry would either. His actions demonstrate a fundamental lack of integrity.
Sierra tried to board a flight to Mexico City, but was stopped by TSA. A restraining order prevented her from leaving the state while facing potential charges. Upgrade launched. Product Hunt featured it as one app of the day. TechCrunch requested an exclusive interview. The Wall Street Journal wanted to feature me in their Women in Tech series. I walked into the courthouse with Jessica. The divorce was final. Logan didn't show up.
The settlement exceeds initial projections. Full ownership of your premarital assets.
I signed the final papers. Max waited by the courthouse fountain. He gave me a small private smile.
The judge was particularly impressed with your financial documentation.
Jessica said,
Having Max's digital forensics report made all the difference.
Upgrade continued to gain traction. The Plan B movement grew. I appeared on CNBC's business show.
Tell us about Upgrade.
The host said,
Is this really just a divorce app?
It's a financial empowerment app. Divorce is one of many life transitions where people need help understanding their finances.
And you developed this after your own divorce?
My experience showed me how overwhelming financial planning can be during a major life change. I wanted to create something that would make that process easier for others.
You're being called the most unexpected tech founder of the year.
I laughed.
I didn't expect any of this when I started.
I moved into a new apartment. No crystal chandeliers or marble countertops. Just clean lines and space for me and Luna. I sat on the balcony sketching ideas for Upgrade 20. My phone buzzed. Max.
I was wondering if you might want to get dinner sometime. Not as your investigator. Just as Max.
I felt my heart quicken.
I'd like that. Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Luna rested her head on my lap as the sun set over my new beginning. The woman who had discovered her husband's betrayal on Reddit was gone. In her place sat someone stronger. Someone who had turned her pain into purpose, her betrayal into strategy. Plan B had become CEO.